Hey guys. I know it's been so long, but you probably aren't surprised about that by any means. Um, but I'm still sorry. Um, so now that we're relatively settled in terms of the moving, um, as you may have remembered from my previous videos, that I was going to try to start doing TV show reviews. Um, And for those who follow my Instagram, um, then you would know that last Pride Month I posted a bunch of Thai just foreign BL dramas, because I've got some Taiwanese series, South Filipino series, mostly Thai series though. Um, and so I'm going to react to one of the ones that I posted on my Instagram last year. This one does the show does have a trigger warning on it, so viewers discussion is advised. There is suicide and abusive behaviors, so for sensitive viewers, please watch at your own risk or not at all if you so choose. And so the show is called Until We Meet Again. It was released in 2019 under the director, and whose name is New. I will post in the description box. I will post the cast's full names, so you can look it up and figure out how to pronounce it yourselves. Because do not want to butcher any of these people's names because I love them all dearly. And I love the show too. So, the story is a very uncommon plot. It talks about resurrections, especially after suicide. And so, the main couple was a couple 30 years prior to, the story takes place in two timelines that are 30 years apart from each other. And so in the first life, the characters were played by Earth, who played Intouch, and Kao, who played Korn. And both of their dads found out that they were in a queer relationship and disapproved of it, and had a very negative response towards that. And they were both abusive, and led the two boys to committing suicide. 30 years later, Intouch was reincarnated as a guy at university named Pharm, who is played by Fluke Natouch. And then Korn was resurrected into a character named Dean, who is played by Thitiwat. And so in this new university that they go to, Pharm goes to sign up for his classes or whatever, and meets his two new best friends from school. Team, who is played by Prem Warut, and Manow, who is played by Samatha Melanie Coates. And a lot of people who watch BLs would recognize her. Sammy has played, her nickname is Sammy. She's played in a lot of BL series as the really supportive side best friend, which she's great. And so Dean's best friend is Win, who is played by Boun, And so Prem joins the swim team. Team joins the swim club where Win and Dean are like the president and vice president of. And so because of that, Pharm accidentally meets Dean for the first time, and the memories of their past life start flooding in, and it's really great because not only is it like an unusual plotline for a series, it's also great actors, great acting, actors and actresses, great acting, and like they touch on so many realistic plots of a show. Like, it's not all fairy tales and sweet happily ever afters and, oh, you're gay, I'm gay, let's date. They touch on like the homophobia, and so Pharm was actually reincarnated into Korn's family, and Dean was reincarnated into Intouch's family. So, when they see each other's family for the first time, their own memories of like their horrific past came back. But then you see the one dad who's still alive, which is Korn's dad, who is a mafia loan shark. Pharm panics because that's now his grandpa, and he's seen what happened the last time those two met. And so Pharm was freaking out, but then the dad became supportive, but it only took the two of them committing suicide in the last life to actually get there. So it touches on some serious topics, but also has its light, fluffy, happy moments, especially with Team and Win's characters. They're the main side couple, and like they are delightful together because the Team's character wants Win to flirt with him, and so when Win does, the Team gets shy and plays it off. He's very tsundere, and yeah. So if you haven't checked it out, go do that. It's great. Support the actors. Love the show. You do you. Stay cool.